Washington Buddhist Vihara was established in 1966 as a result of Most Venerable Madihya Panyasi Mahanayaka Thera's visit to America on 1964. At that time, there was no other Theravada Buddhist temple in whole America. So when he was here, it was a May, the month of May, and it was the time to celebrate Buddha's birthday. So my teacher, the Most Venerable Madihya Panyasi Mahanayaka Thera, wanted to celebrate it here in Washington, D.C., but there was no place, no temple to do that. With the support of Sri Lankan Embassy in Washington, D.C., he managed to do this, to celebrate Buddha's birthday or Vesak in a park. So at that time, my teacher, Most Venerable Madihya Panyasi Mahanayaka Thera, decided that there must be a Buddhist temple here in Washington, D.C. So he went back and established a special society for this purpose, and he made all the arrangements to start this temple. So in 1966, with the help of the Sri Lankan government and the Sri Lankan Embassy in the United States, he sent a monk and all other necessities to start a Buddhist temple here.
So long ago, we were actually looking for a place to practice meditation.
We were interested in learning meditation simply for like releasing stress.
Yeah.
And it was something, you know, we used to get into a lot of fads. I want to emphasize that we were not looking for a religion. We weren't looking to change religion. We were driving around. We had seen in the newspaper, I think you saw.
Yes. I saw it in the paper.
For the Washington Ethical Society.
Exactly. And I was like, well, let's go there and see what's going on, and you know, maybe we can practice a little meditation. It'll
they
be
had
great.
some kind of meditation classes. And
did you record the whole thing?
And so we're coming up 16th Street here.
We got lost.
And we got lost.
We got lost.
So we're looking
driving around
for this ethical society, and we see the Buddhist Vihara. We come up to the door, we ring the doorbell, and Bhante Dhammavihari, who's no longer here at the temple,
he's in Sri Lanka.
He's in Sri Lanka, opens the door and says, "I was waiting for you."
My daughters.
From the very beginning, I had this longing to become a monk. The reason, I think, my mom was a very spiritual lady, and she used to teach in the Sunday school in my village. So every Sunday I went to the Sunday school with her. Actually, she took me there. I didn't know what she wanted to do with me, but I went with her. So I got friendly with the monks, and they asked me several times whether you like to be a monk. Please do it if you can. You can do a lot of service for the people. So I think I chose to be a monk.
So we teach meditation here, many types of meditations, especially on Anapanasati, or meditation on mindfulness. Every Wednesday and Saturday, 7 in the evening, we start teaching meditation. It goes up to 1 hour, followed by a discussion, questions and answers. And every Thursday, there's a Zen meditation group gathering here, the same time, 7 to 9. And on every Sunday, Washington Mindfulness Community gathers here to practice meditation from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m.
Why should we become unhappy when we begin to grow old, or fall sick, or die? Why do people cry about this? Why do they lament? Why do they mourn? Why? Because people don't like to grow old. People don't like to fall sick. People don't like to die. They like birth. That means they like to exist. But that existence is simply an illusion. We are not really existing. Now, when we speak about a wave, do you think the wave exists? When people fall in love, they want eternal love. And then they are disappointed when they find that it is also impermanent. So what the Buddha pointed out was that if we want to be happy, we have to learn to deal with the emotions.
Many Jewish people, many Christian, many Catholics, many Hindus, many other followers of many paths, they come here. We never ask them to change their religion. Why? Because we believe that the label doesn't matter. And on the other hand, Buddhism is not a religion for many people. It is a philosophy. They can learn, study teachings of the Buddha and apply these teachings to their life so that they can lead a happier, calmer, peaceful life.
I know that there's something beyond us. I just don't want to put a name on it and a face. I think that's unfair because it's not something that I can draw a picture of. I think the statue of the Buddha is interesting because it's designed to convey a sense of calmness. As an example of calmness, of sitting there. So it's interesting to note that historically the Buddha never wanted statues made. This is something that people, as artistic creatures that we are, want to create images.
It is in Colombo, Sri Lanka. It's a bhikkhu training center, monks training center. Together with me, there were about 10 young people. So we trained together and became monks together. Actually, 3 American youths were there with me. We became monks together.
So are you friends with them? Do you correspond to them?
Not now, because it was a few years back.
How long was the training for?
It's a 10-year period, but I managed to do it in 7 years.
So there's a promotion in monk order also?
Well, you can say that.
So you had exams to take for being monks?
We did have. We had to study Pali, Sanskrit, English, Sinhala.
No maths?
No maths, no. To tell you, it is almost different. Everything is different here. The way people work, the way people live. In Sri Lanka, people have some free time, as I see. But here, always people have to run a race, huh?
So he thought, I think, therefore I am. But the mistake he made was, he started with I think. If he started by saying, there is thinking, then he cannot come to the conclusion, I am. If he started with I, then naturally it has to end up with I.
By invitation, we go to universities and colleges. There are monks, speakers here. They give lectures in the universities and so on. And we run a website. It is called, you can go to website, it is Vihara, BuddhistVihara.com.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato